So I'm having my morning tea, and one of the things I always do is look through all our social messages. And one of the most common questions I get asked is, how do I go about getting an autism diagnosis? Now, autism in itself is challenging. The world is challenging to interpret and make sense of in terms of socially. Many autistic people work to a different social rhythm. They find the small chit chat really difficult. They may prefer more intense one-to-one catch-ups with someone, or they just might find social situations difficult altogether. Secondly, they prefer sameness. So same routine, liking the same food, and they find change a real struggle, and it can cause high levels of anxiety. They get intense enjoyment from their special interests, and these special interests play a huge part in their identity. Sensory difficulties, that's a big one. The world can feel like it's on full volume, and many autistic people can struggle to cope with sensory challenges. So, how do autistic people go and make sense of their difficulties and get a real understanding from a medical perspective? Because support is needed. Many autistic people really struggle with their mental health, with research showing that there's extremely high rates of depression and anxiety, struggling to cope with relationships and work. So, where would I recommend people get started? Firstly, I'd recommend going to your GP and, sharing with your GP what your struggles are. It's extremely important. Now, the GP can refer you to the local mental health team or the neurodevelopmental team. But one of the things about the NHS is that at the current time, many trusts across the UK, from Scotland, England, Northern Ireland, and Wales, are no longer providing autism assessment services and ADHD services. And the second thing is, if they do have a service, it's years long. The alternative to going to the NHS is going private with the likes of ourselves at Diverse Diagnostics. Now, one of the things we do at Diverse Diagnostics is that we offer a free 50-minute consultation. So you are able to speak about what your challenges are, get some clear guidance about what the next steps are from an actual clinician. So, what does an actual autism assessment look like? It is an interactive conversation. We want to understand what the world looks like from your eyes and your perspective. We look into your life history, your developmental history, okay? And it is really about getting a good understanding about what your challenges are using evidence-based tools. Now, in terms of the actual assessment process, it is completed with a consultant psychiatrist leading it. And now they're specialists in autism. So they have extensive NHS experience in being able to do autism assessments. And we follow NICE guidance, which means that we follow the exact same process as the NHS and national standards requires, okay? Secondly, we provide a multidisciplinary approach, which means that you see more than one clinician to ensure that the autism that we identify is seen and interpreted the same way. So, the actual appointment process is a 4-appointment process, 3 of which are completed online and 1 which is completed face-to-face. Now, we have multiple clinics across the UK to help support individuals with this. Now, one of the things that we offer at Diverse Diagnostics, which has been helpful for many individuals who are thinking, I might have autism, I want to understand a little bit more about this, is an autism screening appointment, which is the first appointment of the full autism assessment. This allows an individual to get the insight from a consultant psychiatrist and the confidence before they go ahead and invest in a full autism assessment. So, if you would like to read more about how to get an autism diagnosis, I would recommend clicking the link below, as we have a blog on this, which I have written in terms of helping people and individuals understand how to go about this process, because I appreciate it can be difficult to navigate on top of just dealing with your personal difficulties. I hope that was helpful, and I'll speak to you soon.